right, today we're going to have a look at some amazing needlework um, from the 1800s. Um, and we all hopefully know what a sampler is. Oh, right, today's episode brought to you by phone numbers to remember. Imagine we used to have to write those suckers down. Yeah, okay. So here we are with this beautiful. First I'm going to try to show you the fabric because the fabric is totally remarkable. It's flax, it's a linen. It's a coarse flax and it's coarsely woven in order to make the stitching much easier. And most of the people who did these samplers were young girls learning to do their stitchery and practice the different stitchings, that types of stitches that they knew. This one isn't all that imaginative in terms of variety, but it's very nicely done. And it was made on oh gosh, I guess she didn't make it in one day, but she finished it on May 5th, I believe it was a 6-something. We'll know more after we look at the other one. But I find this one's really interesting because, well, first of all, she has her motto at the bottom. And no, it's not her motto. It is her name. Okay, I thought that fear was. Okay, I'm not part of a motto, but it isn't. All right, now, look, I've discovered. Jane Fear was the name of the person who wrote this. And why anyone would use this beige thread on this beige background, I do not know. But she managed to get her stitching beautifully done, and capitals and in lower caps and in Italia, and I think those might be numbers that have gotten some wearing. Yes, there are big numbers, little numbers. So this would have been hung on the wall, but maybe they didn't think it was worthy of wall hanging, and they tucked it away somewhere. But it did get used, so who knows? But it's lovely. It's absolutely lovely, and I feel the pain and joy of this woman's work, because as tedious as it might be, it was something that she did. She made this, it was hers. And not much women had in the 1860s besides their needlework or their watercolors or whatever to let us know that they existed. Well, except for their children. And this to me it's very, I don't know, revealing about history and life and the universe. And this one is the same flax and basically the same stitching, and also that very beige melding into the background, also with her alphabet in various sizes, and a little dog, maybe a cat. And this one was done by Lucy Jane Fear, aged 11 years, at Red Hill School in 1869. Now, I imagine that Lucy Jane Fear is the same as Jane Fear in the previous one, and this would have been the one that she did when she was younger. And she has a motto, and it is, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge." and Bible reference, and God. God is love. And we know that Jane Fear and Lucy Jane Fear existed because they left behind these artifacts of remarkable achievement. I'd like to see, a few Gen Z sit down and whip up a sampler like that, but they're doing other things. And now for the pièce de résistance, because I do needlework myself, or needle point. I don't know why. Well, no, I do know. So this is not needlepoint. This is needlepoint, but it's not needlepoint. It is pettipoint. The tiny stitching on this piece from the 1800s is phenomenal. You can't really tell. Wait a second. I don't know what I have. Getting out her seat cover. I'll show you the difference. This is regular needlepoint, and this is pettipoint. And you can see that one stitch of the needlepoint is like 1, 2, 2.5 of the stitches of the pettipoint. Now, the needlepoint, you get to use a large eyed needle, and it's a struggle to put the thread through, or yarn through, but you can do it. This one, she's still using a very light yarn, cotton. Oh, sorry, I take that back. It's wool. It's wool yarn. So she's using a fairly heavy yarn for a needle, but she's got to use a small needle in order to make stitch. So there's a struggle all in of its own. Here's a little piece that, take that needlepoint away. And yeah, somewhere. Okay, right. Here is this little piece where the stitching has come out, or moths have eaten it, and which to me makes it more beautiful. But you can see how tiny each one of those little holes is a stitch. And so, yes, this did not happen overnight, this pettipoint. And I am actually quite confounded that it was never made into anything, because this is beautiful. And the stitching is fantastic, except for the moth holes. And it would have made a beautiful cover for just about anything. Pillow, book, picture on the wall, who knows. But now, somebody else is going to get to own it and do something with it and treasure it. And that's what I like about this whole business, is the continuation of the existence of an individual's passions. And I hope that you are following yours and enjoying the benefits and reaping the bonuses that they give you, because what else is there, really? And on that note of philosophy, I will say goodbye.